Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Ruby Randomizer Nuzlocke. Today we are going to take on our first gym, and our team right now has 2 damage dealers and everyone else sort of in reserve. These are not exactly gym ready, so essentially we're doing this gym with 2 Pokemon. Now Bigger Green is up first to test our theory if the entire interior cell here has the exact same randomization. Now in the base game, a little kid over here had a Geodude, which was an Oddish in the previous video, so in this video I am expecting, if my theory is correct, the gym leader will open with an Oddish. That's why we have our Fire Punch Bigger Green up front. Let's test our theory. And it's a Beldum, so our theory was incorrect, but I think Beldum is still type effective taking Fire Punch, as in it'll take a lot of damage, so we'll see what happens. Level 14 to 14, I think because we have good Pokemon, we should do fine. So there goes the Beldum, 1 hit, very nice. And the next is a Spinda, which is a normal type, so I guess we'll give Kaioken in. And let's see if we can get a full sweep. Nope. Psy-Wave. I have no idea what that does, actually. I know Psy-Beam, but I know what it does is not too much, so... You jerk! Of course the item spam, but you can't item spam past this, because basically one attack forces you into item spamming. And that also does more damage than your potion, so... You're just basically stalling out 25 PP. And also my Shell Bell is triggering, so I'm getting health off of it as well. There we go, 2 hits. That was a rather easy sweep. I guess I was lucky that we have type effectiveness against this gym leader. Now, she also gives a TM. This is going to be a non-repeatable TM, so even if it does land on a good move, it won't give us as much power boost as if it was a TM with a good move coming from, for example, the Lily Cove store, or the Game Corner, or the Slateport store. But I'll take a good TM if you have a good TM to give. TM 39, which is... Extra Sensory. I don't know what that does. Okay. I'm not even gonna... No, we're using it. If the game breaks because of that, then... deal with it. Tested. Fox? You know, I just realized that if Fox didn't have 4 moves, then I could have just wasted that TM. 80 base power may cause flinching. Attacks with a peculiar power. Yes. Cancel that. If it's 80 base power, then this will be very... No, Bigger Green can't learn it. So we're 3 for 3. This would be a good stab 80 power Psychic move, which will be good. But I guess we have another shot at Psychic if that comes in a TM. You got my hopes up! And then you crushed it again. Now, the good thing is, after this... well, we'll get Magma Grunt again, doing Magma Grunty things. But as I was mentioning earlier in a previous video, there's a difference between this gym and everything else. This gym offers very little in terms of training for trainers after you've defeated the gym leader. So you won't have too much training between this one and the next one. And I think in terms of sweeping, both of our Pokemon are about even. So what I'll do is, I think Kaioken should be the damage dealer up there because we have our capturing move on Bigger Green. So we'll want to keep that lower level for captures. Okay, we got the pincer here. I'm tempted to go beat it up, because one stage evolution is Psycho Boost. Oh yeah, we have that now. Well, I guess we'll just hit it. Oh, that was a crit? Oh, this is actually interesting. I don't know if this is a good idea to have on here. Double Slap will stall out a lot of time with Shell Bell. Oh well. Well, 200 EXP was worth waiting for the Shell Bell to activate every single time. You? Okay. Okay, we got our Snowball again. So this Magma Grunt is actually using a Pokemon as a hostage, which doesn't work because Pokemon don't actually die, except if you're playing a Nuzlocke, which I guess doesn't apply to anyone else in this game. So I don't really know what this is supposed to be. Like, I didn't even know what he was talking about with his lines, so either that's a translation error or I'm just dumb. Of all the things you sent out an Igglybuff. Get out of here. And on the other hand of that, I don't even know what the spirit of Nuzlocke is, because when something dies, you're supposed to pretend it died and like cry over it or something. But you can also interpret it the other way, where when something falls in battle, you're just this asshole that's like, you lost the battle, you are no longer worthy to be in my team, so get the hell out of here. So yeah, you can interpret Nuzlocke to be very, very asshole-ish as well. Oh, we got his bird back. I just hope he doesn't teleport us. No, he doesn't teleport us. He should not teleport us because we still have to return the Devon goods or the papers. There's the Oddish again that we didn't catch. See, it's alive again. Wild Oddish prevents escape with Shadow Tag. We have to beat it up. I forgot what Psycho Boost looks like in this generation. Let's try that. It's level 6, literally we can probably look at it funny and it'll die. I mean, you dropped the special attack, which wasn't high to begin with. Okay. Okay, now that we're out of that, we can cut this tree for the only trainers between this gym and the next, because the other cave needs Flash to get in. It's a soft requirement. And on top of that, there's no trainers in there. So unless you like doing tall grass training or cave training, you're basically stuck with 2 or 3 trainers before the next gym. A Silcoon, we don't really have anything for that. Is it half poison? We'll try Psycho Boost, I guess. Well, just standard effective. So I guess it only gains poison subtype when it evolves? Or is that the other one? I don't remember which one is which. Okay, you have a Sandshrew that's level 9. Ground type, do we have anything effective against that? I guess we can just double slap that. It's probably our best generic damage dealer. We'll need 3 or 1 crit. 3 hits, Kyle Keen pulling it through. Hey, Togepi will stay in. We'll just hit it again. You missed the double. I did not know that was possible. Oh shit. Well, we took 10 damage with the potential for 25. You missed again! What? Well, at least we're tanky. And there you're stalling time out with the shell bell again. So we didn't really get too many levels off of that, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? Now these berries I think are purely Pokeblock berries, which are worthless to us. Now these are Chesto berries, so they're okay. Now with that, we do open up 4 more berry slots, but I don't like using this patch because this patch requires getting cut and also running through so much tall grass. So unless I'm really struggling to get my berries up in order, I tend to skip that patch. And he gives us another Great Ball, which is great, I guess. He's the one that teleports us, okay. And he gives us a letter, which I guess, I forgot if we can skip Dewford and go straight to Slateport. And the reason I want to go to Slateport is for battling. Like I said, there's very few trainers. There was a whole 2 trainers to train on before we got here. So I really like to have, you know, more trainers. Maybe the game expects you to do grass training here. And I forgot what level the next gym leader's Pokemon are. I think it has a level 21 Makuhita. Hey, it's May. Are you here to... No, you're not here to kick my ass. The next time you're here to potentially kick my ass is in that electric grass, I think. Oh, that plant is growing. I have to remember to pick that later. Now, as I mentioned before, cut is more important now because now we can gather items. And we got a Matro Brace. This is not going to be useful for us because I think it's the item that gives you more EVs, right? Yeah, it gives you more EVs, and EV actually scales based on your level. The higher level you are, the more stats you get per EV. So before 50 is pretty much worthless. And I don't exactly plan to grind to level 100, so, you know, that item is basically useless to us. And we get a Miracle Seed, which I think is the same item as in the base game. Oh, there's an item up there. Let's see what that is. We found a Pokeball! Well, I guess the randomizer tiered this one correctly. Oh, shit. Hey, we got a fish! Unfortunately, it's the same area, so we can't catch this fish. Actually, maybe it's a good idea to get Skydie 5000 some EXP. I don't exactly like training with switch outs, so I'm gonna wait until I get EXP share. Like, I'll get EXP share literally the first thing I can do. Literally at the very first opportunity to get EXP share. Do we even have anything to face this fish? We have Fire Blast, Luster Perch, Return, and Twister. I don't like fighting this fish. I don't feel like fighting the fish. Scope Lens is something that's... What does Scope Lens do? Raises crit. Not something that's useful, because it's not consistent damage power up. You're probably not a trainer, right? A Luxury Ball, which is something that's not useful. How I wished all the Luxury Balls I picked up were Master Balls, but you know what? Can't really hope. Okay, so first thing we need to check is... Okay, so we can only go to Petalburg if we haven't delivered a letter yet. So we're stuck with this place and doing that quest first. Now, the interesting thing to note is that this is Dewford Town, which I think even if you surf, that little patch of water counts as Dewford Town as well. So we can pick up a Pokemon here once we get Old Rod, which this guy gives you. But I feel like we have a good lineup of Pokemon right now. If we Old Rod something, then it won't be useful to us. I think I'd rather save until we can get Surf, and then we can surf on this water for a potential level 30. And also, I lied about the other thing. We have more than 2 trainers to train with. I think there's some freaky fish guys up there. Which I'm wondering if I should put all my faith into Kaioken, or get some EXP into Bigger Green as well. See, there's two fishermen up there. But first, are we up for a capture? Skydee 5000, you're up. Yeah, because I think damaging and switching into Bigger Green is safer than switching into Skydee 5000. Okay, now let's see what we get here. Hey, we got a cat. Ah, he's level 10 though. If he kicks Skydee's 5000's ass, then I will be very, very, very pissed off. Okay, what can we do? Fire Blast, Twister, Return, and Luster Perch. These are all very strong abilities. Although we're 2 levels under Luster Perch. Wing attack, really? That was unpleasant. Okay, we're switching out next. That didn't do that much, but we have to switch out now. Arena Trap prevents switching, really? Are we gonna lose Skydee 5000 here? How do we even do this? Let's see, what can we do? We can bet everything on 1 capture. We can do that. What's our best ball? Our great ball. Our great ball is the best ball. Because I feel like if we heal, then he'll just damage through it. So our best bet is actually to toss the great ball. Sure. Well, that's one way to get rid of something. I mean, okay, it's one way to get rid of something that you can't Wow, okay. Okay. What are we gonna call you? We already have yeah, we have to call him something. I'm tempted to call him what can we call Meowth? We'll call him Cat Loves Food. How do we make that fit? That's about the best I can. That's about the best I can do. We'll check what he has later. Arena Trap is such bullshit. I think I've ran into 2 things with it so far. Or was that something else? I remember I ran into lots of what do you call it? Sandstream. That was the very common one. Okay, let's take a look at Cat Loves Food and see. Well, actually, you know what? First, we need to clean up our inventory. We'll deposit some things that we don't need because inventory in this game is actually pretty small. So we don't need crit. Grass type moves. I'm not actually a big fan of things that raises damage because it raises it by such an insignificant amount that it pretty much always goes into overkill. Like, the extra damage that you do doesn't decrease the number of turns you take and the number of attacks you use. So, mostly the damage from the damage boosting item just goes straight into overkill. It's as if you haven't equipped the item at all. So that's why I don't like using those. No, we need to go over here and we need to move Pokemon. Cat Loves Food haven't died it yet, we just caught him, so let's go ahead and move him over to the actual box. He has Arena Trap, which is super annoying. His next level is 331, so I think this thing is actually a higher tier level curve than everything we have so far. Although I'm not sure. He's got Mud Shot, and he's got Wing Attack. I mean, we already have a better one called Earthquake with more power, a lot more power, and more accuracy. Wing Attack we already have on our bigger green, so he's pretty much worthless to us at this point with only two moves. Although I think his attack stat is pretty high. Not sure, but right now I think we'll just give him a pass. And with that, I'll cut the video and we'll do something in the next one.